Hello, everyone and anyone. My name is Tiny, and this is Tiny Talks. This might be somewhat of a surprise for what's basically become an animation dump channel at this point, but I wanted to do something different, not only for myself, but maybe for, I don't know, anyone who might want something in the background or whatever people do while listening to commentary. I mean, I want this series to be somewhat weekly talk with either questions that friends or family have asked or more likely questions that I've often asked myself, and I think this can serve as a good outlet for that. This is not going to change the channel or hinder the, let's be honest, already poor quality work that I do, but it's going to maybe give me some more motivation or have a sense of creativity beyond the flip a clip art. This is not a good spawn. Just short, I don't know, 5 minute, 10 minute videos of just peaceful Minecraft gameplay, something nostalgic. Uh, with that, I'll hop into what I've kind of been thinking about for the last couple of weeks as my own life has been changing, aside from just pivoting what I want to animate for the day. If you've been watching over the last month, you can probably pick apart the fact and the subtle hints that I have moved. Not only that, but I also graduated. Uh, if you don't know, I was in college for the last 4 years. I graduated college with a real degree. I got through the issues that have been thrown my way for the last few years, ranging from long nights with no sleep and tough but fair grading professors. I often find myself thinking back to, I don't know, what could have changed, what could be different. Not in a, negative way. It's never a bad thing. I often think of what could I have done better? How could I have handled a situation or scenario that was thrown in my way? Like, for example, the lack of trees in this world. I mean, it's peaceful, but I can still die to hunger. I mean, just like real life, probably get hit by a bus or something. But, I don't know, while most of these questions and the what ifs that I think of in my mind are hypothetical, it's always important, I guess, to learn from the different situations that I did experience or that I didn't. When you're overthinking and you get in your head about what could be, what couldn't be, those are still experiences that, mentally you run yourself through, like little, like simulations. But changes, yeah. Changes like in early quarantine where I was basically locked to a freshman dorm for 3 months, or late 2020 where I rented out my first home and made friends with people who now I basically interact with every day or try to stay connected with. Oh man, there's no trees. And actually, recently I spoke with someone close on the topic of change. That's why I've been thinking about it for a while. They started a new job, but felt as if they were kind of alone. I mean, all their friends left. I mean, I know I left. And despite being friendly with most of their new coworkers at this new job, the change was kind of inevitable. And they could not handle like the change of work despite the fact that, they were comfortable with it already before. It's not something they haven't done. They feel as if they probably shouldn't have left. And all I can think on that regard is, it's inevitable. I I'm not one to really talk. I've moved a lot and I've changed my jobs over and over. I mean, just I've been looking for a new job here and I actually just got one. Came back from a event today where I got to meet my new coworkers. But when I was applying for one of those applications, they filled it out. They're asking for my experience and what I've done. I mean, over the last 7 years, I've worked 8, 9 jobs alone. I mean, I'm talking since I was 13, 14. Like, as soon as I could, I started working. Maybe not out of the best of my own choice, but, needed money. And probably food here at this point. I'm sorry, Nemo. But yeah, change with going on what you expect. It's something might not be what you want it to be. Coworkers might not be as nice or as fun as your last ones, and honestly, if you like just have to deal with life has given you. That's one of those, trials, tribulations, and whatnot that you're given. Much like me trying to get up this hill right now, just trying to find trees. But Change can be good. I mean, new coworkers means new friends, right? New new opportunities and a new building or a new job, new skills to learn that could help build up that, you know, 7-year resume. That's basically what I've done for most of my life. I'm not really open on this channel with it being an animation dump and, well, now a commentary bits. Probably a playlist I'll put up. But I think change can be good. I think change on whether yourself or a new idea, it's about optimism. Like I'm optimistic I'll find a tree here shortly. Oh man, good thing this is on peaceful mode. I probably would be dead by now. Yeah, this way seems fine. But not too much with this first video. Just quick introduction, trying to find a nice little place. We actually just moved, got the new job, graduated, and we're settled in. Hence why I'm able to make this video. I've been thinking about it for the last week and a half. Originally it was going to be Left 4 Dead gameplay, but you know, I changed that idea because I just want something a bit more nostalgic. Maybe something that could be peaceful to watch. I'm sure it wouldn't be too peaceful to hear the sounds of the witch crying or any sort of gun violence going on. I mean, until I get to a commentary video where I'm with the warden, but that's a story for a different day when a bridge will cross when we get to it. But I think with all the recent things that have been going on in my own life, and I don't know, maybe yours, whoever's listening to this, if anyone's listening to this, that you just have to have a optimistic view about it. And sometimes I know, for speaking from experience, my own mentality doesn't really allow at times for me to be optimistic. It's just pushed through, whether it's positive or not. I'm not getting anything out of that. That's okay. It's difficult. It's just something you have to be aware of, I guess, and something you have to accept. It's something that one of my friends used to say, where change is like a river. It was really something corny, like something out of a fortune cookie, where change is like a river, and if you don't be open to change, you become stagnant. And if you become stagnant, it's often bad. Don't know if anyone out there who is familiar with the way ecosystems work, but if you're not open to change, then you're not open to new ideas, or you might not be able to cope with something different. And I think that's just where I'm at right now with my life and moving and sitting in this half-empty office and figuring out a new job with new coworkers. But all is well. Change is good. And I think sometimes change is necessary. Just like finally getting an oak sapling. Yes, sir, let's go. But if you can't tell, this audio, all of it, it's not exactly recorded over the gameplay. This is me playing as we go through. If I want to change that, I might. If not, we'll see how that goes. This is all new to me. Something I wanted to experience and maybe foster. Change up a bit and grow. Man, I actually need to find a good spot to live, good spot to settle down. Maybe this peninsula will be, this little gulf right here will be ours. Has salmon. I think it looks nice. Yeah. Well, this weekly thing that I'll be doing, or God, I hope I stick with this weekly. That's the idea. Whatever they end up being, they're gonna be more personal and something obviously not animated. Something to kind of self-reflect or talk through life experiences or changes. This first video will serve as an intro and kind of just sets the bare minimum on what direction I want to take with these tiny talks. And yeah, got a crafting table now. Took me 10 minutes, but whatever. And if you made it here, thank you for listening, and I hope to talk with you again soon. Drive safe and have a good night.